They say this place will never be finished, that it was never meant to be. Not because the builders ran out of money, not because the plans changed, but because the idea it honors cannot be completed. On the edge of Pattaya, Thailand, just beyond the noise of the city, a temple rises from the earth like something remembered from a dream. Carved entirely from wood, no nails, no metal, no modern shortcuts. It's called the Sanctuary of Truth. But what kind of truth takes a lifetime to carve? Maybe a truth that isn't told in words, but in silence and wood. Every temple begins with a question. What do we want to preserve? What do we want to pass on? And for this one, the answer began with a man who believed the world was forgetting something important. His name was Lek Virayapan, a wealthy Thai entrepreneur who could have built anything, but he chose to build this. He believed the world was forgetting something important. Not just religion, but philosophy, meaning, slowness. In 1981, he began construction of what was called a living museum, a structure to preserve traditional Thai craftsmanship, Eastern metaphysics, and human dignity. He knew it wouldn't be finished in his lifetime, but he didn't need it to be. He simply needed it to begin. Because beginnings are sacred. What rises from his vision is not just a building. It's a sculpture the size of a cathedral. Every beam, every spire, every doorway is hand carved. You won't find symmetry or uniformity here, only detail. Over 100 meters tall, constructed from dense hardwoods like teak and ironwood. This is one of the largest wooden buildings in the world. And still, it's evolving. Every day, the sound of chisels echo through its corridors. New figures take shape, new stories emerge. The temple is a conversation between past and present, between belief and craft, between man and something greater. The Sanctuary of Truth isn't just impressive, it's intentional. Its 4 wings face the cardinal directions. Each one is dedicated to a different set of teachings. Eastern philosophies from Thailand, China, India, and Cambodia. There are scenes from the Ramayana, statues of the Hindu Trinity, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, Buddhist parables carved into the columns and ceilings. But this is not a temple to one religion. It's a tribute to the wisdom that lives beyond religion, a reminder that all great philosophies begin with a question, and that truth is never one answer, but many. But these halls aren't just aligned with the stars. They're lined with stories, carved lessons about who we are and what we might become. Look closely at the carvings. You'll see mothers giving birth, kings being humbled, demons tempting monks, and children watching the stars. It's not just mythology, it's humanity. The carvings speak to the cycle of life and death, the consequences of desire, the search for inner peace. Some visitors come for beauty, some come for quiet, but many leave with something unexpected, a sense that they stepped into a kind of wisdom they didn't know they were missing. There are no grand ceremonies here, no incense smoke, no sacred chants filling the air. Instead, the ritual is creation itself. Each day, you'll find artisans chiseling silently, sawdust dancing in the sunlight, hands that move with the precision of prayer. Visitors can observe, some are invited to carve, to contribute a small piece to the ever-growing structure. It's not performance, it's practice. The act of building becomes sacred. The process itself becomes the lesson. The sanctuary is intentionally incomplete. It weathers, it breaks, it's repaired. Not because it's flawed, but because it's alive. The founder believed truth should not be frozen in time. It should breathe, grow, erode, begin again. Even now, scaffolding rises in places where time has worn the carvings. New artisans step in, not to erase, but to restore. What temple dares to never be done? What truth dares to remain open? This is not a tourist attraction. It's not even a temple in the traditional sense. It's a living philosophy, one you can walk through, touch, breathe in, and carry home with you. It reminds us that sacred is not imperfection, but an effort. That truth is not static. It is carved, recarved, and carved again. And that maybe the most beautiful temples are not the ones that are finished, but the ones that are still becoming.